Hey Gemini, it's your girl JV. Hi Priestess. Back at it again with the Gemini or general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising for Scorpio season 2020. So first off, I'm beaming because something had me stumped. Mercury retrograde stuck, your ruling planet retrograde in Scorpio. Struck again, gave me a reason to hate Apple. And I just, while I was meditating in your energy, figured it out. Figured out my workaround. So that's something that's coming up for you guys, maybe. Figuring out a workaround to the problem. Figuring out the long-term solution. Clarity coming in. Clarity is coming. When I was leaning into your energy, guys, I mean, it took me a couple days to actually get to this because I got so much done. Like, it was very decisive energy, adventurous even. And that's something that I wanted to mention for you guys is adventure and going off the beaten path and doing something random rewards you. It's going to manifest differently for each of you, but the opportunity to do something random, it's really important to go for it because there's a little treat for you. So the first day I was supposed to do this video, I was leaning into your energy, getting shit done, but I went to, I finished all my errands, and I was heading home, and I live right next to a park. And a park that I don't normally go to. It's actually not my favorite of parks. Salt Lake City does parks right. But the one that's closest to me I rarely go to, but it's huge. And someone's like, just go. It's pretty early in the day. It wasn't even noon yet. And I go, and it was just me by myself. And I go to this little area with a creek, and there was a bunch of kids playing, and I kept to myself, just walked. I was silent, no headphones, no music, and I was walking along this creek, this little opening in the earth, and water's running through it, and I see a fucking swing. I walk up on the swing, turns out there are 3 swings. So there was different options, but the water was fucking freezing, but I was like, there's no way I'm just gonna stumble on these swings and not swing. So I end up taking my boots off. I get in there. I'm just having a moment. I then put music on, just have a moment. I end up these little 2 girls, they look like twins, but they weren't. End up walking up to me, walking up to the edge of the little creek, and just talking to me, and just talking about just inquiring about how I got on the swing, and I'm really brave for doing it and all this stuff. And they were talking about their toys that they have at home and all kinds of stuff. It was just a very weird third house Gemini experience, and I was like, okay, I gotta put this in the video. So my Geminis, But getting stuff done, being productive came up really hard. The need to be adventurous, the need to go off the beaten path, to explore a little bit, even if it's just a little bit. It's important, it's needed. Now, as far as making moves, yes, some of you are in the energy of, yes, I'm ready to make moves. Some of you are making moves in silence. It was a very quiet couple of days when I was trying to get this done. Observant. Saying less. Look at God. You guys saying less, eh? Just observing, more just seeing everything, just seeing what's going on. And it makes sense. Now, the moon is in Gemini today, and you know, so I had to do you guys a video today. Like, it was the last day. And what was it? Tomorrow, or the 6th, I think. Yes, Mercury squares Saturn on November 6th. So you could be experiencing delays, some kind of opposition, tension or friction. There may be like friction or headbutting of energy with a Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, or another Gemini. And there may be something coming up with deadlines. Also, some of you like maybe experience, there may be on some level, like you fucked up timing. Experiencing fucked up timing or something that you can't talk your way out of. So that's just something to pay attention to, possibly. And Mercury is direct now, of course. Mercury direct in Libra. And going back into Scorpio in 6 days. So there is something about like a redo, possibly. Coming at something with clearer knowledge. Coming at something with more information. Now, on the 21st of November, which is the last day of Scorpio season, Mercury will be 14 degrees Scorpio, and then comes Venus into Scorpio. So there will be support found, or a silver lining found. A silver lining amidst all this intensity that's going on, and possibly someone with Taurus, Libra, or Scorpio placements coming in, playing a role, being impactful. I'm not going to say whether it's negative or positive. It's going to manifest differently for each of you. But take a deep breath. Expand those lungs, Gemini. Scorpio, the Death card. Endings, new beginnings, transformation. I'm telling you, when Mercury goes back, when a direct Mercury goes back, because I'm telling you, I've had such good energy I think this is the first time I feel like I've like procrastinated from not even procrastinated, but put the videos off so I could dwell on you guys' energy just longer. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Just because I have been hella, and plus this Gemini moon has just like boosted it, emphasized it, get a little umph. And you guys are in a good place. Shit may have been crazy. Things may have been falling apart. Stuff coming to the surface. Stuff ending. There may be a Scorpio or an Aries around. Someone with Scorpio or Aries, sun, moon, or rising that you're learning truths about, or they're bringing the truth to you. They're bringing the truth to you. Or you guys just have bold shit to say. Some of you guys are just ending stuff. It's just like, no mas. No more of this. I don't want this. This is what we will not be doing for the rest of the year. And then some of you are experiencing this thing where like, does somebody bring you the smoke? But either way, the truth comes out. The Death card, he's holding this flag. So there is this holding, this proclamation, this forthcoming, forward motion. And same thing with the Ace of Swords. Something is being given, something is being extended, information, new ideas coming in. For some of you, when something ends, inspiration begins again. And new inspiration comes in. New conversations with a Scorpio, new conversations or new messages that you're hearing. Just clarity. And that's the thing, one of the first things I wrote down. Clarity is coming. The Ace of Swords says there's something new, there's information coming in that gives you the truth. Maybe even someone with heavy air placements outside of you. Heavy air placements, the Justice card. Dang. 2 major arcana already, and they're all holding swords, like all holding something, or holding like some totem of power. You guys are making moves, and I already said that. It's like it's in the cards too. It's like you guys are making bold moves, big decisions. And this feels like finally, like karma is a rebalancing, a recalibration of the scales. Things feeling like shaky because they're finally evening out. Come middle of Scorpio season, triumph. Come middle of Scorpio season, you make a big decision that leads to triumph. There may be a Libra or someone with Libra or Cancer placements around that are going to be impactful, are going to you're going to be maybe learning truths about. Some of you, there may be information coming in about a Libra that you're combative about. There's something maybe like there could be a possible clash. But either any kind of altercation, any kind of upset, any kind of confrontation that takes place. Also any kind of legal battles that you guys are dealing with, they go in your favor. The universe has seen the way that you have been wronged, and you will be triumphant. You will overcome. By way of the Almighty, the universe is going to make sure you persevere, you prevail. And this Death card, look, this is a whole word. Because this Death card in the beginning, this hurt, this pain, this ending, whatever it is that you guys are being letting go of, whatever is being sucked out of you, whatever truth, ickiness, darkness, whatever hell you've endured, it's done nothing but fuel. It's like this darkness is turned into the black sphinx that my finger is covering. The black sphinx in the Chariot card, this shadow has integrated. This shadow comes in, this darkness happens, new information comes in. Your new information comes in that gives you power to speak a whole new truth, to make a whole big ass decision. That decision that you're able to make is because of an integration of a shadow experience, a shadow side, a darkness, a pain that you guys have gone through. This is big. And then it's like the black armor on the Death card, and then the black armor on the Chariot card. It's just like, who else got this? There is someone else that I said this to, this other video, but this is a very like Eminem and 8 Mile kind of moment where it's just like, yeah, oh, you think I'm ugly? Oh, you think I'm fat? Oh, I'm black? Oh, I'm unemployed. Our company is, our country is run by racists. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, say what you want about me. I already know what you can say. I own that shit. I already know what your perception of me is. And I can use that as armor because I know so much what I am not. But I'm so hyper aware of what your highly uneducated mind may perceive me to be. Whoo! Some of y'all get into it with somebody. Some of you are having an argument with a Cancer, having an argument with a Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, or an Aries. And there is some truths that are coming out. I'm surprised that the Judgment card isn't out, because it's just like somebody says some shit that could wake the dead. Like, you guys are digging into, there may be family trauma. Some of you may be getting into it with your mother or someone who is a maternal figure in your life. Be respectful. Like, you can this may be like a Thanksgiving clap back interaction, and I hope not for you guys. Good. Yes. Yeah. Okay. 6 of Swords in the Tower. But Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Because the tables are turning in your favor. Some of you guys do feel like you have been done wrong. Some of you may feel like you've been done wrong by your mother, a maternal figure, or someone with heavy air placements, like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone with heavy Scorpio or Aries placements. In whatever way that you have been wronged or you have felt wronged, you are to use that information the way that person showed their whole ass, the way that they're acting brand new now. Let that equip you. Let that truth equip you with armor to deflect the bullshit, first off. Armor to understand that you are worthy of protection. And once you protect yourself, let that truth empower you to make harmonic decisions. Decisions that restore balance. Decisions that move forward. Decisions that put you in motion. There's some of you may be moving. Some of you may be moving suddenly. And that may be the whole rub. Is like, oh, okay, well, bye. Some of you guys are leaving. Bye. Big time bye. And it may be suddenly. You may like feel like, hey, some of you may be in dangerous situations where you don't need to tell anybody how you're moving. If that is the case, if you find yourself in an abusive or unsafe situation and you need to move in silence, that's something that came up too, do it. Get the fuck out, especially if you are unsafe. Scorpio season starts, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 major arcana cards, 5 bottom of the deck, 5 major arcana. This is a big season for you guys, Gemini. But what is in the past, leave in the fucking past. Don't put your hand to it. It will explode again. Especially if there is an Aries involved. If there is an Aries involved, If there is a low vibrational abusive Aries involved, no. If you've already had to leave this person before and, in order to protect yourself, no. No. But for some of you, it's like, if there is an Aries with Cancer placements, then they may be moving away from you. They may be withdrawing from you. Either way, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it's really important that you pay attention that when you leave shitty situations, you're not heading into shittier situations. Some of you may have moved and you're like, oh fuck, what did I do? So it's like, if you are in an abusive situation, then get organized. If you're not in an abusive situation, get organized before you move. Think about things before you move. There are some of you that really need to turn your back on someone who is like this domineering, motherly. Not turn, you need to, some of you will turned your back on this person or are already turning your back on them. But understand how you're moving. If you're are you turning your back on someone or leaving something for the people who are not in abusive situations? Hear me out. If you are questioning if your situation is abusive, then it is. But for the rest of you who are just, should I stay, should I go? Are you turning away from something because it could actually work? Are you afraid of victory? Are you scared of your success? That's something that I want you to explore on your own. That's a big theme. A fear of your success, a fear of your greatness, fear of taking it to the next level. But I just want to make sure that anything that you feel like you need to move or be away from, make sure that you aren't moving in anger. Don't like, if you have an argument, you leave and then you drive off real fast, like, and then a cop's at the end of the street. Don't like play yourself. Don't move in anger. Mars is still retrograde until the 13th of November, so be careful about driving. Be careful about doing things in anger, acting in anger, speaking in anger, leaving in anger. And also what you say, some of you just need to make sure that you're not taking something for granted, that you're not turning your back on something that is actually good. And if you've decided that what you're turning away from, or what's turning away from you, is too painful to keep in your life as just a friend or just as, an acquaintance or something, just make sure that you're not running into the tower. That you're not leaving someone that is successful or a possibly healthy situation just to, seek fun and chaos. That could be something that's coming up. It's like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's get into it. All right, Gemini, let's get into it. I want to start with clarifying the death card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2020. It's important you guys are calm in the face of change. Whenever somebody brings you this smoke, whenever somebody brings you whatever information that this, whatever transition this is, whatever confrontation that possibly pops up, be calm. If somebody if you overhear some information or some information comes to you through the creep, not the creep, you're just hearing someone casually talk and they don't know how you're involved. Don't listen. Don't overreact. Let this person talk. Just don't say, "Oh my God, that's my boyfriend. How do you know?" Nothing. Just listen. Be calm. Because some of you are changing status. There's a transition. Sudden and unexpected changes either way. It's important that you cut out what's unnecessary. Both cards of these there is excess in your life, Gemini, and the Death card and the Ace of Swords are coming in to reveal the bullshit, bring it to the surface so you can make decisions that will lead you to triumph. In the midst of that triumph, there will be changes, physical changes, mental changes, things that you will need to be turning your back on, things that may have been successful or your old version of successful. And you may have to turn your back on your old version of success. so that you can actually move forward and start something new, no matter how crazy it may be. Please clarify the Death card. But there's shedding old attitudes, shedding old thought processes, concentrating on the essential, getting back to basics is what this feels like. Whew, by way of the Almighty. This is an opportunity. You guys may see this pain and be like, but I don't want to feel this way, and I can't believe they did that, and how dare they? And no, honey, this is an opportunity. You just dodged a bullet. Universe taking care of you from the front to the back. From the front to the back. All right, actually, please clarify the Ace of Swords. What is this information that's coming in? Some of you guys, when something ends, big ideas come in. Some of you may be finding language. Woo. Some of you may be finding out information in regards to an unhealthy situation, a situation or conversations with a Capricorn, conversations with a Pisces or a Sagittarius possibly. Things that are confusing get cleared up. Things that have stepped in the way of your money, ideas that you were unsure about, having so many passions, so many things that you want to pursue, but not sure which way to go. Not sure what will get you the coin, what will get you the bag. Clarity is coming to that. Whatever has kept you bound, though, is gonna die. And things have felt shaky and unsure and weird because you have felt confused and unseen and unsure and kept in the back burner, kept in the dark, kept in the shadows. Bound to your old bullshit, bound to your old mind, your old thought processes, your old ideals about how things were supposed to be. And there's information, conversations coming in that are showing you, hey, you haven't been taking that great of care of yourself. What can you do to take better care of yourself? What can you do to love yourself more? How can your hygiene improve? How can your diet? How can your exercise? How can your skincare regimen? And also that was one thing that came up. Some of you guys maybe have really improving, getting new products, new information about ways to love yourself more, ways to take better care of yourself, better care of your body, better care of your skin, better care of just like yourself. And that was one thing, just really leaning into yourself, your energy. Please clarify the Justice card. And you guys are needing to lean into self-love, leaning into taking care of yourself because you have been wronged in some way. It may have been by a fire sign or an air sign. There may have been an accident or something that happened that you guys that are causing you, that I hear sobering decisions. And this decision that you make leads to self-satisfaction. But you got to get happy with yourself before you get that 10 of Cups, picture perfect type of love. You've got to really do some emotional inventory. Let old things die. Let old belief systems die. And also some of you, there may be, especially if this Aries has like Libra placements. If there's a Libra with Aries, if there is a Libra with Aries or Scorpio placements, or vice versa, you know what I mean? There's possibly satisfaction there. A new cycle, a completion of the cycle there. Triumph. Moving forward. Please clarify the Chariot. But it's a big decision, and you have to do some really big thinking before you even step to that person. Or before you even step to this decision or step to trying to move forward, or turn your back on something. There's a lot of thought that needs to go into these decisions, but they are big decisions. Please clarify the Chariot. Another scale. Look at scale here, scale there. You guys, there's definitely a Libra around. This Libra, you may be looking to you for advice. This Libra may be leaning on you. This Libra may need attention, or someone with like a Libra sun, moon, or rising. Also, you guys are moving forward in a very generous way. Whatever it is that you are victorious over, it puts you in a place of being able to give back. It puts you in a place of being able to really turn the tables, a reversal of fortune. Some of you may feel like you've been asking for breadcrumbs, receiving breadcrumbs of affection, breadcrumbs of money, of attention, of what you're worth, receiving a fraction of what you're worth, and moving past that. Victory over groveling for something. All right, let's clarify this tower. Please clarify the tower. Because, I mean, whatever change this is, whatever transition is approaching, this needs to be seen from more than just a victim's point of view. Could this change possibly be an opportunity? You know, this perspective needs to shift, because you need to figure out, are you the burning building, or are you the fucking lightning bolt? Who are you trying to be? What are you trying to do, Gemini? Build. Build, that's what. Rebuilding your foundation, collaborating, reaching out to professionals, getting professional advice, getting making sure that whoever you're going to for advice or help actually knows what the fuck they're talking about. Like, stop asking people about relationship help or relationship advice and they've been divorced 2 times. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Because slowly and steadily, like, whatever comes in, it puts you guys in rebuilding mode. Moving forward. And it's not going to be at the pace that you like, Gemini. It's not. But it's not supposed to. Because you're cultivating balance. You're mounting, you're doing a lot of integration. You guys are really dealing with the other twin, seems like. Really dealing with your darkness. Look at even how the light is falling on the tower. Like, maybe some victim mentalities are coming to the surface. Some maybe like woe is me things coming to the surface. Maybe even you guys are really, really dealing with your shadow, darkness, childhood trauma, gross, yucky stuff you don't ever tell anybody about. But it's time to move forward. And quickly, whenever you slowly and steadily move the race, you will move forward, especially when Mars goes direct on the 13th. You will start to feel this momentum pick up. And you will start to see in practical, physical ways around you. And you will be able to feel it in your heart, in your body, in your spirit, how much you're leveling up. What all of this shift was needed for. So that you can get back on your emperor shit. Disciplining yourself, taking care of yourself, being generous. But aware, armored. There's so much armor in this. Armored up. Exactly. They get it out there. Woo! Protect yourself, Gemini. And protect yourself with discernment. Not like, oh, no new friends. It's just like, no, you just can't be making... I hear this fucking song. I can't afford to make another mistake like you. That's what this feels like. I know some emo song, can't remember, is it fucking Brand New? Anyway, you need to get brand new armor to protect yourself Get yourself thinking clearly, getting yourself so that you can really take care of yourself so that you can take care of yours and others the way that you really want to. And get on that happy shit because you deserve it. I love you, Gemini.